vessel. I'm surprised he didn't commit to that. Meanwhile, it looks like from the first-person view, looks like, Firebathero just maneuvering, and he's going to lose some of these science vessels. He loses one science vessel, actually. Good maneuvering by Firebathero, or poor play by Comm. Oh, wow, losing 2 more science vessels. Huge play by Comm. Comm picking out so many Firebathero science vessels, and you cannot sustain those kind of losses as a Terran player. Meanwhile, looks like Firebathero was trying to expand at the 6 o'clock position, but Comm has now shut that down with a group of Zerglings, and I would actually say Comm is in the lead right now in the game, surprisingly, against a Firebathero, but of course, he needs to keep the pressure up. He needs to basically get an expansion of his own. I think this is what he might be lacking in, because I don't see any new expansions. Actually, correct that, I do see 2 new expansions going up, one at the 5 and one at the 11 o'clock position, so I guess Comm is trying to take an economic lead here.
Yeah. Said those lurkers are really well placed at Firebathero's front door, but finally, for a while his lurkers were getting picked off. And really good swarm here by Comm, but before his lurkers were getting picked off just because there was no fires there to back him up. Looks like, yeah, I'm definitely going to give Comm an advantage here. He's pinned Firebathero back in his main, and Firebathero, like, his main is probably mined out. His natural expansion looks like it's nearly mined out. So he only has like one command center mining right now. But Firebathero, the only thing is, neither of them has really done that much damage to each other's economy. Just Comm has been able to push forward slowly. And another great swarm there by Comm. If you can take out the factory, another great swarm by Comm. If you can take out these factories, I think that'll be GG right there. And then Firebathero won't have any tanks to deal with these lurkers, and if ultras ever pop out.
Yeah, it looks like Firebathero took down the expansion at the 11 o'clock, but those 2 lurkers managed to travel all the way through the complete trench line of forces there. Just absolutely amazing. They just crossed no man's land there using Dark Swarms as the bridge, and that is an example of good Dark Swarm placement there. And they're still there harassing these Marines and medics as they're trying to go back towards this base. Unfortunately for Comm, though, Firebathero has also expanded twice. It looks like his 6 o'clock is once again secure, and he's also got an expansion at the 9 o'clock, so Comm not really pulling an economic advantage, even though he's keeping Firebathero on the defensive. He hasn't gotten an advantage at all. In fact, I'd say he's falling behind in terms of economy. Really, he's only at he's only at 2 new expansions past the early 3, and so is Firebathero. He's also at 2 new expansions, and he's at par, basically, and that means the Zerg player is behind. Looks like now Firebathero trying to push up, but he's going to lose another science vessel there, and another great swarm protecting him and preventing these unsieged tanks from pushing up, and wow, another lurker being burrowed in the perfect position under the swarm. Although I have to say, if I wish Comm used as much energy or much of his ability for macro as he did for his Dark Swarm, because I feel like his macro is still lacking compared to Firebathero. Wow, catching!
Oh my god.
Long can keep up this pressure and build some more Zerglings and build more units, he can win here. But I feel like Firebathero is actually going to take the lead here, and I think Comm's main weakness is his macro. What do you think, Rainman?
Yeah, I mean, he's done fantastic macro. Those Dark Swarms have been, these missions have been showing off like a Zerg clinic of how to do Dark Swarms. And then they're taking out like 5 science vessels, which is amazing. But yeah, his macro is really lagging. He needs to keep expanding. There's Firebathero here. Yes, he's been losing the battles, but he still has a huge economic advantage over Comm. It's like he has a ton of skirts out, but there's no science vessels for him to take out. Firebathero just has those tanks perfectly placed right behind there, so he can show that expansion of Comm. And I'm not sure. I'm giving Firebathero the advantage now just because he's been able to push Comm back into his base, and Comm his macro is severely lacking, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem with Terran versus Zerg. Zerg can do a lot of little harasses, but Terran just has to push once, and Zerg will die completely, a terrible death. I mean, Zerg buildings, once they're under attack, are much more vulnerable. They can't fly up, obviously, and most Terran, medic Marines all shoot in the air anyway, but most Zerg units don't shoot up, so command centers can escape being killed fairly easily, because in the late game, usually they're using. Meanwhile, it looks like Firebathero now moving towards the southeast. He's going to try to pick off the 5 o'clock expansion. Looks like he is going to pick off the 5 o'clock. Wow, this is a huge loss for Adams. screens, basically monitoring attacks at several different places. And of course, this is the high APM style that most Korean programmers have to use nowadays. Obviously, they can't be looking at where they're actually attacking. When they're attacking, unless they require something crazy micro, they're generally producing units or controlling another army and maneuvering. And now we're seeing Comm trying to counterattack here. Firebathero does have the center of the map, though, and he does have map control, and he's basically going to choke Comm down in terms of resources. Firebathero now eliminating the expansion at the 5 o'clock, and the other one at the 5 o'clock also, at the inside part of the 5 o'clock. And Comm just can't reinforce there. I don't know why he doesn't have more Nidus canals.
Yeah, Firebathero is definitely doing a lot better macro than Comm, because basically Comm took out his armies, but Firebattero's just been not denying him expansions left and right. So yeah, he's had a lot less lurkers, and basically just has a ton of Zerglings. When Ultras coming out here, if he needs some more Ultras, if he can use, a nice job there by Comm taking out that dropship of Firebathero, because if either of these two players can drop,
snipe.
and the other players like expansions, I think it'll be game over, because I know this is a take out it's just an economic battle.
Yeah, it is an economic battle, and unfortunately, Firebathero is going to win this economic battle. I feel like Comm is basically throwing units on offense, but really he's at this point just bleeding resources. And these there's 2 Ultras will die, and now Firebathero is attacking the second expansion, and he's going to pick off the gas there actually with those Marines. Another use of the cliff. Good plague off on those Marines, killing.
Wow.
One lurker, but that's not going to be enough, though. This shows at the end how macro is, of course, micro and macro are both important, but having just good micro, as Comm has shown, is not enough, certainly. And Firebathero, perhaps with slightly weaker control in this game, but with much superior macro management and unit production, and also just overall strategy, going for the standard Terran strategy of shutting down Zerg. And it looks like GG from Comm, actually. Wow, before I expected it. GG for Comm, realizing he was out of resources, and Firebathero picking up his 6th win in the game, 6th win in a row. Yeah,
just really good. Comm has showed some insane micro, but he needs back. Let's see if he does a dance. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Does a dance.
What is that? Oh, and he grabs your soul at the end, too. I have to say, that was an interesting dance there. It was pretty aerobic.
Yeah, I'd like to see what happened if he did it against J-Dong, if he could like ruin another Zerg's life again.
Yeah, well, this time he was against Comm. Firebathero also bowing, I don't know. Anyway, so he has a lot of fans, obviously. People like his style, and Comm looks pretty intense. He's like, what did I do wrong this game? I had much better micro than this noob. But Firebathero just cockily winning another game and adding another Zerg opponent to his list of wins, I guess, notches on his belt. I have to say, overall, it's just a good demonstration of the power of Terran macro over Zerg micro. That's pretty much all I have to say about it in this game. Any last thoughts, Raymond?
No, except Firebathero is slowly growing on me, even though I, like everyone else, kind of hated his guts when he beat Savior. He's just been playing great lately, we can't deny that. And next up, I think we got Game 2, which is Squaston versus Jangbi and Andromeda.
Thanks for watching, guys. This is Kahlo and Rainman signing off.